Round one, fight!
The Grim Reaper Gamers are a 25 and over gaming community with members spanning the globe, playing games across all genres, but our roots are in first-person shooters. Bring your thick skin, drink of choice, and grab your controller as GRG members are on nightly with official community nights every Wednesday. And now, it's time for the ReaperCast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers ReaperCast. We have an excellent show for you tonight. I'm Johnny Hustler, and around the horn here we've got the second chair, the grimmest of all Reapers. That's right, we're throwing you a little bit of curveball. Lala Calamari is in the second chair. Jack, how the hell are you? What you drinking, what you playing?
I'm doing fine. Currently drinking Oktoberfest in August, which makes no sense. But I'm drinking an Oktoberfest, Sierra Nevada, and it is awesome. Definitely get this beer if you can get it. And what am I playing? The standard Elder Scrolls, Paladins, and I recently picked up Warframe. So trying to figure out that.
Excellent. That's an interesting free-to-play there.
Yeah, it gives you some migraines with all the nonsense that goes on. Lots of action, lots of explosions.
It looks hectic as hell. I have not had a chance to sit down and play it yet, but it looks hectic as hell.
Yeah, it's a little nuts. My favorite part is I have a bow, and I can basically snipe people with the bow and pin them against the wall. And that just doesn't ever get old, ever. Every time I do it, I laugh. I just imagine one of the GRG staff members in front of me with my bow. It's good times.
God, feel the love already. In the third chair, a little bit of a curveball here. Jammer is not able to be with us tonight. He is out in the middle of nowhere. I think he has to send a fucking raven to get a hold of us these days.
No, he says he wants to try to understand what it's like to live in Nebraska. So he went out to the middle of nowhere where there's no cell phone reception, no internet. Moving on.
So tonight in the third chair, we've got special guest Rab Master Flash. Rab, how the hell are you? What you drinking? What you playing?
I'm good, man. It's good to be back. I am drinking, it's called Skiing in Jeans. It's a lager from Grist Brewing Company. They're local here. It's pretty fucking good, actually. As far as what I'm playing, I've been playing a good bit of Overwatch lately, trying to take advantage of the event, and I can't get the fucking skin that I want after a shit ton of loot boxes, which is starting to piss me off. Just finished Horizon Zero Dawn about a week ago, the main story anyway. Other than that, not a whole lot really. I took a little bit of a break from Paladins.
By the way, the loot crates, not getting what you want, all that, that's a common theme in Overwatch. I know a lot of people who have been trying to get a certain skin, and yeah, good luck. But
yep.
All right, and tonight we have a fourth chair. We have brought Ghostwalkers and Balone, whatever he's going by this week. Ghost, how the hell are you? What you drinking? What you playing? Or should I ask, what aren't you playing lately?
Well, drinking is water, and I think we all know why.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Not trying to replace Gunny on the show quite yet. And then playing Albion Online. Really think I've already soaked in about 60 hours into that game.
So you're about level 3.
No, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I ain't got banned, right?
Hey, somebody else had that happen to him as well, didn't they?
I got banned.
That's awesome.
And Sandbox Interactive was nice enough to even post a video how they do it, right?
There's no way I'm grinding for all that nonsense. There is no way. When I could spend $2 and buy like $1 million gold, $1 million silver in that game, I'm okay with that. I'll take that chance.
Yeah. So, taking up that game, and then I try to jump on whatever random. Usually it's like Paladins or Warframe.
I am drinking what I mentioned 2 weeks ago that I didn't get my hands on yet. The Empyrean Brewery out of Lincoln. They got Long Route. Peanut butter porter. Really good porter with a little peanut butter finish on it. I'll tell you what, I like it. I'm a little picky when it comes to these types of beers, and this one's a really damn good one. So drinking a little darker beer tonight. Playing, man, I haven't had a chance to play shit. I've been on vacation. Now trying to get caught up on work. I guess I got a little bit of dark and light in. That's about it.
Yeah, y'all really soaked into that game.
It's a fun game. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's fun.
Yeah, I can't believe you got Grex into it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no AFK fishing. I was a little surprised.
No lingerie to buy, and he likes buying that little lingerie for his what's Kahlua or whatever his name is.
Kahula.
Kahlua.
I don't know. Which one's one's Kahula, one's Kahura.
Jammer's like Kahlua, the slutty sister.
All right, let's talk about a little bit about events. As usual, check out the events page at grimreapergamers.com/events or check for the LFG thread daily at forums.grimreapergamers.com. Big thing to mention, as usual, Wednesday nights, Battlefield 1, Battlegrounds, Paladins. We've had a little bit of a mix of all of that lately. So on Wednesday nights, which will be tomorrow night as of this recording, we'll be playing the usual, a little bit of everything. So... or a little bit of those three. So look for rooms for those games at the events page or the forums. Unfortunately, we do not have a rant from Jack tonight.
Well, let's correct that. We do have a rant, but Jammer went in on the one I want to do.
Well, yeah, and you
I'm saving it for him.
Decided you didn't like the other two that you had in mind, so you were a little indecisive.
They were easy modes.
You were indecisive, so I have volunteered to step up. Because something happened to me today while I was taking my son to college for his first day to move in before band camp and everything else. And, well, it took a little shot at me. It took a little wind out of my sails. I took the family to the A&W in Columbus to get something to eat. And at the end, I saw a discount flash. I wasn't sure why I saw a discount flash on the register until I looked at the receipt. And the fucker gave me the senior discount. I am approximately 10 years too young for this fucking thing. I don't get it. I don't look that damned old. I wasn't quite as crabby as I normally am. And you guys look like you want to say something.
I have no comments.
I just think it's awesome.
Before you said the discount, I was wanting to say, Johnny, stop and listen to what you're saying right now.
I don't get it. Of course, everybody in my family absolutely loved it. They thought it was hilarious. Meanwhile, here I'm 45. I'm 10 years away from this shit. And I'm more pissed that
you're the new Uncle Joe.
You know what I'm really pissed off about, though? I went to the movie theater this weekend to see Annabelle, and I didn't get a fucking discount there, and that shit was expensive. So if there's going to be a place...
You went with other people, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, just buy from Fandango and apply for senior discounts. They're not going to question you.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one place I'd rather have make a mistake and give me a discount, it would have been on the damn popcorn and pop.
What is a pop?
Dr. Pepper.
It's a soda to the rest of the free world.
Okay.
Right.
Just because you all get it wrong. Yeah, so beautiful day out for me. By the way, why'd you say I had to go with other people? That I went with other people to Annabelle?
Well, I don't know.
That's a horror flick, not a cartoon.
I know, but I just would feel bad if you went to a movie by yourself.
Oh,
man.
I don't go to movies by myself.
No.
That's weird.
I mean, I don't want to have to add to the mega thread because there's already an abundance of material in the Johnny Lies mega thread, also found on the forums at grimreapergamers.com.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
I mean, honestly, it tweaked me a little bit when you said you hadn't been playing anything because, I mean, we had this MLB 17 league we were going to start that I think is mentioned in there. And I think one of the last things you said is you're going to reload Vegas on your PC. I don't know.
Well, the Oculus Rift and not watching porn, that's the biggest one. I mean, we didn't even post that one. I mean, what other reason do you get the Oculus Rift for? I mean, immediately get right to the porn. Not Johnny, no.
I'm still trying to optimize the whole damn thing on my system right now. It's not exactly the easiest damn thing to get set up.
I'd be optimizing it to set a double D's.
Shit, if I'm going VR, why the hell would I stop at double D?
I'm an idiot and I made it work.
It doesn't like my triple monitor set.
It's that motivation.
All All right, let's talk about some gaming news, shall we? Get the hell out of this conversation. All right, Battlefield 1 is joining the EA Vault. So those of you with EA Access or Origin Access for PC users, by the way, it is going to both. You will get Battlefield 1 for free. I think there's also a sale on Xbox for the Season Pass. I believe add-ons are on sale, and that is among them. Not necessarily related, but I saw that today.
They can go fuck themselves with that Season Pass.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, they took the best Season Pass and just completely botched it.
Yeah, they totally screwed it. I don't know. I couldn't figure out if they had the extra maps. What's it? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. The one with the blimp that crashed in the middle of it. Giants Shadow, I think it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's included with the EA Access.
I think EA Access is the base game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if because that was a single map that you could download, but I don't know if that was a premium or if that's just for everybody.
I think that was premium or pre-order.
I dumped my EA Access probably a few months ago. There was no reason for me to have it. I was paying $30 a year for stuff that most likely I had games for already. So I don't know if they'll see an uptick in users playing. I don't know.
They might. I have it currently. I think I'll let it lapse next year. The big reason is because I just can't hold out on Madden. I think if I could hold out better and wait until late season when it hits Access or, towards the playoffs when it hits Access to play Madden, then I could probably justify it a lot easier. The other games, I tend to get, the multiplayer games I tend to get, so. But for those of you who do not have it and have access, there it is. Go ahead, run out.
Well, here's a question
download it. Yeah.
I have for this is, so when this game was coming out, the hype was so huge and everybody was dying for this game. And don't you think it's pretty quick that it hit EA Access? What are the numbers like now for multiplayer? Are they really dropping like a stone, or what was the reason for them to put this game out there so soon? And this game came out in October?
Yeah, and I would say from what I saw a couple weeks ago, it looked like probably the player base is lower now than Battlefield 4 was at the same time. I don't have hard numbers for that, but it seems that way.
I played the hell out of it at first, and then I just lost interest, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we played a ton of it. Like a lot of the guys from GRG, we'd have full rooms, full sides even. And now, unless it's Wednesday night, usually it's kind of just maybe a squad or two playing, but not many.
I think the maps are too big.
Well, it's Battlefield, though. I mean, you're going to have...
I mean, it's Battlefield, but if you even go back to Battlefield 4, you still had to close quarter areas. You take the desert map, for example, everything is spread out.
Yeah.
That map is too big, way too big.
Yeah.
That map doesn't make sense. There's that one point all the way at the bottom that, I think I've been there once just to see it, because... I need to actually just see it one time. After that, I've never gone back. There's just no point. But yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that they released it so soon to EA Access.
A lot of games have gone to EA Access pretty quickly. I mean, like I mentioned before, Madden 17 went faster than 16 did.
Yeah. Well, Titanfall 2 was a few weeks earlier. Mm-hmm. That hit EA Access as well. But I don't think that game doesn't have the numbers that Battlefield 1 had. That's a smaller game. I can understand why.
It's a great game, though.
That's people's opinions.
No, I mean, let me put it this way. The single player was great. I don't really care for the multiplayer as much, but the story was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I've never played the story, and I keep hearing how good it is. I just don't have the attention span to do a story.
Yeah.
That's me, though.
So, Johnny, speaking of Madden, are you getting it? You going to participate in the league this year?
Getting it. We will see about a league. I like to start these, and then after the first year, I kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I play Madden a lot. It's just I don't always, some of my weeks get a little screwy, and I can't always get into the online portion of it. So, but yeah, I'm getting it. We'll see.
I look forward to probably not playing with you.
Oh, there you go.
Another one for Johnny's locker.
Hey, I was honest about this. I said I probably wouldn't I'd have trouble with the damn franchise mode. Hey, Rab, anything has to go better than that damn NBA 2K one we tried several years ago.
Oh wow, I forgot all about that.
I think the top guy got 3 games in.
It was something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that went well. All right, other news. Discord, the chat software for gamers, is testing video chat finally. We may be able to say goodbye to Skype. God, I hope so. It looks like 5%, about 10% of regular users and the Nitro users now it's been opened up to, right?
Yeah, they opened up to the Nitro users. And I was tempted to get it, but then I don't know anybody else that has Nitro or access to the video, so I backed out of that. Yeah, this would be great because Skype gives us a lot of headache for this thing, for the ReaperCast. So it'd be nice to at least have an alternative, at least try it. I don't know how good the audio will sound. The video, it's nice to see the people, but I'm more concerned with the audio. Yeah, I'm looking forward for the next mandatory GRG staff meeting. So that once that comes out, I'm going to make it mandatory when shows so I can make sure you guys are paying attention when I yell at you.
Haven't been to one of those yet.
Oh, it's a memorable experience. Actually, I was thinking of running like a GRG town hall style meeting on Discord before the fall games come up, just to try to see if we can get some people interested, go over some things that we plan to do and whatnot, get some ideas. But I'll post about that in the forums if I decide to go ahead with it.
Forums.grimreapergamers.com.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I did notice is that Twitch's app now has video as well. Seems like they kind of threw theirs out quickly before Discord. Seems like as soon as Discord announced they were testing it, Twitch with their competing app now has a 5-person video. I haven't tried out that Twitch desktop app yet, but
no, that's a desktop only app, right? That's not, you can't do it through a web client or.
I think so.
Yeah, desktop only. There is no web client that I found.
Okay, yeah, because I use Linux at home on my one PC, and there's obviously not a client for it. So Discord there is.
Well, Discord has the bigger base right now, anyways. So I think this is
it's worked well for us. I like it, so I don't have any plans to switch.
No, I just thought I'd test it out sometime, maybe, but we'll see. Elder Scrolls Online has new DLC coming out. Horns of the Reach, out now for PC and Mac. August 29th for the consoles. We do have quite a decent little contingent of Elder Scrolls players on. Well, we have a few on PC and we have quite a few on Xbox.
Yeah, we actually have a decent amount to play it. No one's real super serious besides the soldier and maybe me, but we do have a good amount to play. And I'm looking forward to this. I mean, this is a free DLC. If you have the Elder Scrolls Plus subscription, it comes with it. Or you can buy it for $15. It's 1,500 crowns or whatever. And these are usually pretty decent in size. I mean, it's not as big as the last expansion, the paid expansion, but they're pretty good size. A lot to do. There's going to be introducing 2 new dungeons to run through, a new Battlegrounds map, like the PvP map, and a new game mode for PvP, Chaos Ball, which sounds interesting. And lastly, I think they're going to increase the champion points from 630 to 660. And one day I'll get to that number, maybe. I'm like halfway there. It's a long haul to get to 630. Well, now it'll be 660. It's nice to see they still support this. This is a game I enjoy. I love just chilling out, questing, and just running through it. The stories are great in the game. So if you want to try MMO, especially on Xbox, it plays very well. Check it out. Get the game. Get Horns of Reach. Enjoy.
And make a proper build, right?
Absolutely. Well, that's, goes without saying. Johnny's going to play that. He's going to sink his teeth in this one.
That's what I hear.
We have it on tape.
I played it a little bit when Morrowind came out again. I like those bosses that we were going after. That shit was fun.
Yeah, well, he didn't lie there. He said little bit, so that's kind of factual.
That was the delves and open dungeons, right?
He was playing, yeah.
In Ubisoft news, The Division 1.7 update has dropped, and
no one cares but Short Bus.
Well, then the other new person was playing it. They're playing it again. We got two people that care.
Two people. I think Quantum and Reaperman finally bailed on it. They're a Warframe. Yeah, they're introducing some new global events for this. I don't even know like what these are. I don't know if they're just dynamic events that happen throughout the game. So they're going to introduce some new gear, character customizations, which I don't get. Like, why wasn't this stuff in there before? I don't know. Division. That's a shame. It was a game that I love the way it looks. I love the way it plays. I just, once you get to end game, just lose interest in it. I don't know.
Global events are the time-limited events that add certain modifiers to PvE. Kind of like the, it sounds like to me from what I've been reading on this, that the global events are kind of like those events that pop up in Destiny.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, as you're passing by, you get those little, you see the timers pop up and stuff. And looks like they're adding what Destiny's had for a couple years in their PvE.
There's the one update with the Division where they added to the Dark Zones. You ever go try that PvP out? It was like 4v4 or something.
No. After the initial playthrough, and then I went back a little bit later and was working on gearing up a character, but there wasn't just anything there at the end game that would keep me playing.
Gotcha.
Now the game's still getting support, even year and a half?
Yeah.
Year and a half in. So next up to the unreleased or the pre-released. The Call of Duty World War II beta info has been released. Activision has released Sledgehammer Games' Road to the Beta, as they call it on their blog, on their community blog. It sounds like they are coming out August 25th on PS4, and what is it, a week later on Xbox, or a few days later? I think it's a week later, isn't it?
I think it's a week, yeah. The first, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. So around September 1st, you'll be seeing Call of Duty on the Xbox. So looks like they're going to have 3 multiplayer maps, the Point to Hawk, Ardennes, and Gibraltar. War mode is Operation Breakout. There's going to be Deathmatch Domination and Hardpoint. And then you're going to see the divisions, the Infantry, Expeditionary, Airborne, Armored, or Mountain divisions. So it looks like you're not limited to a division when playing. So that'll be kind of nice. Get to check them all out. And then you'll start, it looks like it goes rank 1 up through a limited progression to unlock weapons, score streaks, equipment, and such, as is usual for Call of Duty. So probably, what they do about the last time, 10 on the last beta?
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to handle it here, because they've changed a lot with how they're handling with the characters and the customizations and whatnot. So I couldn't find like what level you would get to. They don't have standard weapon pick 10 weapon class system. They don't have divisions, so I'm not sure what they're going to allow, what they're going to be. Yeah, I know that they're going to have the team deathmatch, domination, hardpoint, and they're also going to be have war, the war game mode, which is a new game mode, which looks really interesting to me.
Yeah, that's the Operation Breakout.
Yeah, it's, you have like the one where you have to defend the first point, and then the second point you had to build a bridge, and then the third point you had to do like an Overwatch style where you take a tank like down a path or whatever to the end point. And that looked like a lot of fun. So I'm really, really excited for this. It's been a while since I played Call of Duty, and I was watching a lot of gameplay for this, and looks like it's going back to the way it used to be. Very excited to try this. So I was looking to pre-order tonight on Xbox Store, and all I could do was pre-order the full game with Season Pass. Fuck that. I just want the game.
Shocker. Guess we'll have to go the Amazon route.
Yeah, so I don't know what if I can order just the base game, I want to get it pre-ordered and get it done with, and I want to do it digital because I don't feel like getting up and changing discs. I'm lazy.
Yeah. I've done the Amazon pre-order, cancel, then order digitally, but
yeah,
may have to do that again if they don't allow a regular pre-order for the beta. Some things they mentioned that will not be in there is the headquarters mode. The headquarters lobby will not be there. Supply drops and loot, and any of the rank play esports stuff will not be a part of the beta. And then they did mention that there's going to be a live stream from Germany on at their Gamescom presentation on August 22nd, a couple days beforehand, at 10 a.m. Pacific. So that'd be 1 o'clock Eastern. So if you want to see what some of that looks like a few days ahead of time, I'm sure there will be some Twitch and YouTube channels that will be showing that presentation from Germany's Gamescom.
Yeah, I think this is going to be big again with GRG when this comes out. A lot of guys will be getting this. We definitely hitting the beta hard. A lot of guys have been waiting to get back to this style gameplay instead of the space jetpacks flying around nonsense. Although Beers wants a jetpack for World War II. That's all I know.
Yeah, okay. I'll be glad to see the jetpacks and crap go. I mean, if I want to play that, I'll play Halo.
Exactly.
Said it numerous times. I'll say it again. One other thing I wanted to mention that a little bit of late breaking news in the last couple days, the Xbox system update, the new dashboard and customization options, which look interesting, if not a little bit busy. And it seems like some of the things are kind of geared towards the clubs and the community stuff just being pushed right up at the front. With that is an opt-in on the Insider program where you can set yourself to any level. Now, I haven't seen all of the levels, I don't think, because I think there's like 4 different levels, but I've only seen 2 still on mine. So maybe they're rolling out that part as well with the new updates. So, but I know Digital's seen this. He said that there were some performance issues on the early part. I'm still like on the 3rd tier currently, so which is the next to last, other than just getting it when the general public does. I have heard it's been a little bit quicker, at least from what I've heard there. So anyway, new Xbox system update. Looks like the fall update's going to overhaul the system again, just as we got used to the last one.
Can't we just have the old Xbox 360 screens?
Yeah, that 360 at the end was just about perfect, and then they did everything else. And again, we've beaten that horse to death. All right, and that brings us to our main topic for tonight. And the main topic tonight, we are in the middle part of August. Let's face it, we're a couple weeks from our wallets crying uncle. The fall season is almost upon us. Numerous releases, tons of shit to buy. The holidays are coming. Oh, and there's a new console on the way. So let's talk about what are we anticipating the most coming this fall. Rab, why don't we start with you? Give you first dibs at this one to take a few shots.
Wow. I'm honored. Well, so there's a couple for PS4 that I'm pretty excited about. Uncharted Lost Legacy comes out, I think actually next week. So I'm big fan of that series, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's a little bit different than some of the others. It's going to have Chloe in it, who, if you wouldn't know unless you played the games, but anyway, so it's not the normal Nathan Drake character that's usually the lead. And then for me, it's a DLC that I'm really excited about is Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds DLC, and that's in November. Great game. I mean, I just got a PS4 for Christmas last year, and so far that game alone has been worth having it. And then I think on Xbox, the only one that I'm really looking forward to is Call of Duty. And geez, that's it. I mean, there's a couple for Xbox that, I'm sort of on the fence with, but like Battlefront and all that. But I don't think those are going to be day one purchases for me.
Ghost, why don't we go with you next?
So PC, I've been looking through. There's really not any PC exclusives. Found an indie game that I've been looking at called Interstellar Transport Company, and it's a business simulation in outer space. Graphically looks like it'd be a beautiful graphic-wise, eye candy. And then outside of that, Middle Earth: Shadow of War is a big one that they've been pushing. I think this even an Xbox One X title they're pushing. So what I'm excited about with that one is, in Shadow of Mordor, you had what they had was called the Nemesis system. So as you went through the game, if different orcs or Uriks or whatever killed you, you would see them move up in ranks, and it would kind of create a little story. In Shadow of War, instead of just having that Nemesis system, you're also going to be able to create your own army and promote people through ranks, take over territories, establish camps. So a lot of cool stuff coming out that way. And then on the Xbox, I'm looking forward to Forza Motorsport 7. They did the Porsche release on the Microsoft briefing, and this motorsport's going to come out with 700 cars. I think close to being double what any title before has done. So I'm excited with those.
All right. Jack, handing over to you. I know you got a few on the Xbox.
Yes. I want Cuphead, and that's it. No. Yeah, obviously. I mean, the easy one is Destiny 2. I'm really looking forward to that game. The nice thing about that is it seems to offer a little bit for a little something for everybody to do. Like if you want to go play PvP, there's options in the Crucible or the trials on the weekends. You have the PvE, the questing, the grinding, or you have the raids and the dungeons. So I'm looking forward to getting back into Destiny again. Just something to keep us busy. And then as far as what we talked about earlier with Call of Duty, obviously that's on my radar. If the beta pans out real well, absolute must buy. And then finally the Forza Motorsport as well. We played the Forza Horizon 3. We had a big group for GRG racing on Sunday nights, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a ton of fun. We would pick a car, and we would just race those cars that night, like pick one or two cars. So everybody come with their cars and special paint jobs and whatnot. And it was just a good time. I mean, we're not professional drivers, so everybody was kind of the same pace. Usually I won the races. I was always in first. The other guys learn a thing or two, but yes. But those are the three titles I'm looking forward to. I don't know what else in the fall schedule that's really going to sway me. I mean, Battlefront 2 is a dark horse. The first one was just, I thought it was awful. So they really, really have to prove themselves.
Obviously Destiny and Call of Duty are on my radar, but I already figured they'd be ones that we'd already touch on while we were talking about them, and obviously they're on most of our radars as far as GRG goes. That's we're gonna have a giant player base for both of those games. One that you mentioned that I'm really looking forward to is Battlefront 2. I really think everything I've seen so far looks like they're ironing out the things that they didn't add that would have given Battlefront 1 a lot more longevity. I enjoyed the gameplay. I liked some of the systems, but I thought there wasn't quite enough meat for most multiplayer gamers on there. It was a nice pick up and play for about an hour or so, and then put it to the side for the other games. It didn't have the progression systems. It didn't have the other stuff that Call of Duty and Destiny and the others have. So I really think from what I've seen so far, what we've seen from E3, I think we're going to see a lot of changes there that'll add what the gamers were really looking for in Battlefront. And this will be a lot better game. And I dare say it may have a better longevity than Battlefield 1 did. But
that would be hard.
Yeah.
That's a bold prediction I'm going to throw out there. A semi-bold prediction. I wouldn't call it bold, but semi-bold.
But I mean, they sure make the game look pretty. I mean, the last Battlefront looked amazing, sounded amazing. And I just think they need to find a way to get the casual gamers in. Like the first one was very, very casual, but then retain the people that want a little bit more from the game, a little bit more in depth. And I felt that I think one of the big problems I had with the first one was the AT-ATs and all those types of vehicles you get into were on rails. Like you couldn't maneuver them around. Like back on the 360 or with the original Battlefront back forever ago. I guess that's on the original Xbox. Mm-hmm. You could direct where that thing was going. I mean, you want to go to the Rebel base, you could. You want to go over to the other side, you could, and you actually drove it.
Well, one of the big things about Battlefront is they didn't have enough time between getting the license and release. There was a really short window there. So I think, it was mostly, I think that's why we got such a casual game. So this time, there is no excuse for them not to have a much bigger, much more fleshed out system within that game than they had the first time around. Madden 18 is actually one that's on my anticipated list, and for one reason, it's a simulation mode. They have we mentioned a couple shows ago, I think it was, that there's the competitive mode, which is all about the truck sticks for the esports guys. There's the arcade mode, which almost sounds like a watered down Blitz, NFL Blitz from the 90s. And then they have simulation mode where the ratings are going to matter more for your franchise players and the like. And that'd be really nice, because I really think the truck stick and some of the other gameplay mechanics have really kind of killed simulation aspects, not meaning to be one of those Reddit guys that throws a fit about things. But, I just think that it's nice to have a mode, and it's really nice to have 3 modes that a lot of that will cover a lot of the player base, what everybody's looking for. So
here's a pro tip for you for Madden. Draft Wentz, Carson Wentz, and then you'll just win.
Well, why would I downgrade my quarterback on the Raiders?
Whatever.
So what you're saying, though, is, Johnny, you're definitely getting Madden.
I'm definitely getting Madden.
He's buying it. He never said he's going to play it. He said he's buying it.
Okay.
So
because I was excited for a minute there.
If he signs up for the GRG League, that'll happen. Then we can harass him.
Good Lord.
He likes to buy games.
Third one on my list is, since I got the Oculus.
Porn.
Nice edit there. Fallout VR is what I'm looking forward to. Which somebody added with the YouPorn mod. Yes, nothing like mutant porn on the wasteland for everybody to enjoy.
It's all fun and games until tentacles are involved.
God, that's Japanese stuff right there. Jesus. No. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that Fallout VR. I've been intrigued by it, and especially since they put the Rift on sale for this summer, I've just been really, really interested in playing that game. So it's interesting how movement feels when you have that system, when you have that headset on. It really kind of messes with you. I played Minecraft, and there's a reason why they stutter the left-right head turns, because I'll tell you what, moving forward and backwards and stuff really kind of screws with your head. So I'm interested to see how that applies to Fallout.
I would love to have one of those for like Forza. If you had a steering wheel and you put like the VR goggles on,
that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and then you just
left and right.
Yeah, you put yourself in the cockpit view. I think that'd be fantastic.
You know what I think would be really fun in VR? Something like Battlegrounds. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds could be really cool in VR.
That would be a good one.
That would really mess with you. Especially
if you could work the audio into the VR. So as you turn your head, the direction of sound changes as well.
They do pretty good, at least with Minecraft and a couple of other things I played. They do pretty good with that.
But that would put you, the VR Battlegrounds will put you at a disadvantage. I mean, I know that was one of the things people are playing the first person view over the third person, because it's supposed to give you a more realistic feel, but also limit your view. Like when you're in third person view, you can look around things while still being in cover. So that would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. Just to have that whole experience surrounding you, because no matter what which you have a headset on, and you have these little handheld controllers, your mind is thinking you're there.
Well, you take that and add South Park's smell simulation.
Oh, God. Yes.
Well, how's wearing something like that for a long time? Like if you're gaming with that Rift on, or you're watching porn, like how long does it bother your head after a while wearing it? Or
I would say one thing is sweat. You get kind of
5 minutes
sweaty around the edges, where it's sitting there on your cheeks and on your forehead. Why
are you sweating?
Huh? Hey, I told you I haven't watched the porn part yet.
Johnny's light thread.
Already on it.
God. Rab, I got a question for you. You did mention the Uncharted. Are you tentative at all, considering some of the Naughty Dog staff, like Amy Hennig, who used to be the story editor or the lead story person for Uncharted? Are you concerned at all that there's been some shakeup there before, leading up to this game?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, I think that, and the fact that the storyline's taking like a little bit of a different direction. I don't know if I'd say that it makes me hesitant, but I mean, it definitely makes me wonder how it's going to be. Now, I will say this though: it's not a full $60 title. It's, I think, $39.99. So,
that's okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it may. From what I've read, it sort of feels like expansion's probably the wrong word because it's not. But I've read that people finished it in around 6 hours or something like that, and then I think it adds some multiplayer elements to the original, not the original, Uncharted 4. So that sort of tempered me, having any sort of hesitation, I guess, just because $40, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's at least a nice concession to fans for what could possibly be the changes, and for a shorter story. Because I mean, the last Uncharted, what are they, about 20, 25 hour?
Yeah, it was a good bit. Yeah, it depends. I mean, it really depends on how deeply you go into the story, but I don't know. I mean, I think that's a good question. I have a lot of faith in them as a developer, though. Between that and Last of Us, they've just been fucking fantastic. So I'd be shocked if they let it impact things that much. But I guess ask me in a couple weeks.
Will do. By the way, Ghost, I believe you put in chat there that it's releasing August 22nd, so we're about a week away, actually. So from that particular title.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Yep. So yeah, I always thought kind of a pro and con was, that they went a whole different direction with story, go away from Nathan Drake when they changed some of the story personnel around. So I thought that was a good idea. And I'm still interested to see what Amy Hennig comes up with for that Star Wars game from Visceral, if it ever comes out. But yeah, you got good points there. I just wanted to ask that question real quick. Hopefully we have a good, robust fall season, guys, because let's face it, I think last fall was kind of a little bit disappointing. I mean, Battlefield 1 was good, but it didn't take us much past the holidays. I mean, outside of private matches.
Yeah, you had COD fall on its face. Just didn't generate any interest. Titanfall 2 is, while some people like it, I don't think it's a major game. So you didn't really have the big hits last year. Nothing really, especially for shooters. It was really weak. I think with Destiny, you're going to have the people. It just offers more. It's more what people are looking for now. So that's going to be a big boost. People are going to play that and just get sucked right into it.
I'm really hoping Call of Duty does well because that comes out right before Extra Life, as Rab just mentioned in our little chat about Extra Life, which is November 4th. So really hoping that does well because that's a good game for Extra Life. And if you want to check out Extra Life further, check us out at the forums at forums.grimreapergamers.com. Pretty good, tight show. Let's wrap this baby up. I want to welcome new members to the clan. We had a couple join up here lately on the PC side, so welcome to GRG. Hope you find the groups you're looking for. Next show we're recording on 8/29, probably very Destiny heavy. I would expect that. Facebook page, facebook.com/Grim Reaper Gamers. Check us out there. And on Twitter, I don't have Jammer to tell me, but it's grgamers.com, spell out dot. And then finally, email us for the ReaperCast, reapercast@grimreapergamers.com. And you can find our past episodes on iTunes, Google, wherever podcasts are found. So, guys.
Wherever. Under a rock.
Mixtape somewhere off the side of the road. Maybe a cassette tape. Who knows? We go old school. Why not? All right. Ghost, Rab, thank you guys for joining us tonight, being guests on the show, helping us out, talking the PS4 and the PC side.
Yeah.